Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your spirit guide, pick a card, message reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps this channel grow, helps these messages get to more people, and that is absolutely thrilling. So thank you all so very much. Now, before we begin, before we clear the energy space, this deck right here is if you were drawn to card number one, picture number one. This one is for picture number two, and this deck is for picture number three. So just for a moment before we begin the meditation, visualize your connection and just embrace your connection with spirit as we clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bulls sing as we see what the tarot has to say, as we see what spirit has to say. Cancer, spirit guide message for Cancer. Spirit guide message for Cancer, Cancer. Spirit guide message for Cancer, Cancer. Spirit guide message for Cancer, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. So if you were drawn to picture number one, this is the deck for you and this is the card for you. And we have the Page of Cups. So Cancer, this is you represented in the Minor Arcana. I laugh because it's so apropos. It's just so on point. And this is the energy of this deck from this time. It's like things are on point. We're learning, we're discovering, we're seeing, we're growing, we're gaining an understanding. We have the fish here talking to the boy, which really makes me think of the story of Finn McCool in Irish mythology. And that is where he has the salmon of knowledge, right? And he touches the salmon and then he sucks his thumb because he cuts it. Or I don't remember why he sucked his thumb. But he winds up getting all this wisdom. And that's what's going to happen for us. We're getting all this wisdom, but from these astoundingly unlikely places and spaces. We're also embracing very much a child's mentality during this time. Not saying we have to be childlike, but telling us and showing us that there is wonderment here, that there is exploration and discovery, and that we are opening up our minds to things. This is a time for us to connect with our inner child. That's going to be intrinsically important for us during this time, to connect with the person that we once were, the person who was small and the world was very large and overwhelming. This is a time also where we ask questions. We ask questions and we push the envelope and we start to see things differently and we say why and how come, and we just kind of push things forward as a child does, as with this like force of will and determination of soul and desire of self. So if you were drawn to the very first picture, this is very much a time of discovery. This is a time of insight and ideas. This is a time not to be afraid to look at the world and say, the world is my oyster. How is it opening to me? How am I opening to it? What do I desire? What do I want? The waters may be rocky at times. Emotions may very well run high. But I am moving towards this peace with the lotus flowers on his tunic. This peace that has me seeing things differently, that has me moving forward in a different but profound way. Now, if you were drawn to picture number two, this is the deck for you. Cancer. Spirit guide message for Cancer, Cancer. Spirit guide message for Cancer, Cancer. Spirit guide message for Cancer, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Yeah, this one. The Nine of Wands. If you are drawn to the second deck, your message from Spirit is the Nine of Wands. Stop listening to everybody else. This is a time for our own counsel to really reign supreme. This is a time to connect with our souls and to ourselves and to the people who truly love us and care for us and have shown that by showing up and being there and being on our side. The Nine of Wands can be overwhelming at times because we're getting all this information. We're getting all of this coming at us. It's the world coming at us. It's everybody's ideas, everybody's opinions, everybody's way of being. And it's us trying to say, well, where do I fit in? What do I want? Where do I belong? How do I stand? When everything is overwhelming and intense and overpowering. And this is standing in our beauty, our understanding, ourselves. This is knowing we've been through the war. We might be tired and overwhelmed and look maybe a little bit desolate at times, like, oh my goodness. But that's because we need to give our bodies, ourselves, time to heal. We've been through a lot. For a lot of Cancers, oh, goodness. What I'm feeling here from Spirit is that we have been through a lot. One battle after another after another. Life not going the way that we had planned, and not in a good way, but in a way that brought more trials, more tribulations, more questions, more, was just placed upon our shoulders. And now we're looking at things. And we're also seeing that the way the world says that we're supposed to fit in, the way that the media tells us that we're supposed to be, it doesn't work. It doesn't always work for us. And so we need to be who we want to be. We need to embrace what we want from life and how we want to act, to speak, to dress, to be. Not in an angry, hurtful way, but in a way that promotes love, peace, and connection, but in a way that is authentic and true to ourselves. And that's going to be very powerful. This is a time where we will be bombarded by everybody else's opinion, everybody else's desires, everybody else's hopes and dreams and wishes, and we will forget ourselves. If we let that tidal wave sweep over us, we will forget what we want, we will forget what we desire, and we will not see ourselves as the strong individuals that we are, who withstood so much and have come so far. So what we need to do here is we need to step back. We need to build a wall, kind of like a Texas fence. If you've ever been to Texas, they have these really high fences between your neighbors, and just kind of have that Texas fence between you and everybody else, so that you have your own little piece of the world. You have your own connection with yourself. And this then leads us to image number 3, if you were drawn to image number 3. Cancer. Spirit guide message for Cancer, Cancer. Spirit guide message for Cancer, Cancer. Spirit guide message for Cancer, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. If you're drawn to deck number 3, or to image number 3, this is your card. And your card is the King of Wands. Passion, fire, determination. This is also fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this is being astoundingly passionate. This is a time to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty. This is a time to connect with the reason why we get out of bed in the morning. Our passion, our fire, our desire, our hopes, our dreams, our wishes, our intents, and our intensity. Now we have the cat on our shoulder, which I really like. This reminds me of one of my favorite books from when I was younger, and it showed a connection with the divine world. So there's this kind of Jiminy Cricket like energy around us that's perched on our shoulder, guiding us forward, helping us to see things, helping us to understand things more fully and more beautifully. So listen to that voice. That is the voice of Spirit being with you. This is a sense of fire and determination. The kings are the actors upon the stage. So if you were drawn to picture number 3, this is a time for you to be seen, for your passion to guide you forward. This is a time to let your soul's joy and hope and determination and fire and questionings and desires come forward, and to say, what do I want? Where do I want to be? And why am I standing here? What am I creating? And what am I moving towards? because there is something opening to us that we hadn't expected, and we are opening to it in a way that we hadn't expected ourselves. This is a time to embrace the sacred masculine. This is a time to embrace the power of our voice, the power of ourselves, to know our worth and our desires. And as we do so, to understand that there is a ritual that's coming forward. Because what's very interesting, if we look back throughout history and time, women do not have, girls when they become women, do not have a rite that they have to go through, or most do not. There is tattooing, of course, but that's a symbolization, outward symbol of a menstrual cycle beginning. But boys, when they become men, they go through this testing. They go through this time, this test of endurance, to show that they have become men. And this is a time where we are going to see ourselves being tested in a way to show that we are a king, to show that we have this fire, this determination, this potence of self to stand forward and to claim what it is that we desire and what it is that we want. This is a time of creation. This is a time of passion. And this is a time of intuition running very high. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace our connection with Spirit. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Cancer.